If you're using stockings to improve your circulation or prevent blood clots, I'm sure you're like most people and you find they are a total pain to get on. Some have holes in the bottom, some don't, some are knee high, some are thigh high. What they all have in common, they're a pain to get on. And in this video, I'm going to show you a couple techniques that I teach all my patients how to get them on a little easier and off. I'm Dr. Sean, your PT guy, and our videos help you learn how to move better and stay independent so you can enjoy your life. Let's get started. Disclaimer! So there's going to be a couple different techniques that I show you, but first we have to figure out what kind of stocking you actually have. Some are knee-high stockings and others are actually longer than that and they're thigh-high stockings. And if you look at the bottom of this one has a hole at the toes like the other one. Others, they actually do not have holes in the bottom. So the first one we're going to go over is the one that do have holes in the bottom. So let's do that one first. So with the stocking with the hole in the toes, the secret technique I teach is with a plastic bag. If we slide the plastic bag over the foot, just the skin of the foot first, then the stocking will slide right over that ankle part of the foot. And that's where it always gets bunched up. Let's see how it works with my wife showing you. So when you're trying to get the stocking on or someone's trying to help you get the stocking on, inevitably, if you don't use a bag, you're going to try to come up to right here. And because you're coming across the heel and the ankle, it's the widest part of the foot. It's going to get bunched up right here. Now it feels like my circulation's getting cut off. And if my wife Lauren is trying to pull this up, it's just going to hurt and her fingernails that are going to be digging. No thanks. So we're going to use that plastic bag. So let's go ahead and take this guy off first. So we can just take that guy off. Thank you. And always make sure that you try to put these on first thing in the morning. If you get up and you start walking around, your legs are going to swell up because of the circulation issues. It's better to do this when you first wake up in the morning, when you've been in the bed so that gravity hasn't done its job pulling all that fluid down. So if you can, try to put them on first thing in the morning. And the other thing is, when you're putting on the stocking, make sure you know where the heel is, because if you get it on and you're like, oh, now I got to rotate it all around, it's going to be hard. So these ones, looks like the letters are going to be on the bottom. So what we're going to do first is we're going to grab this plastic bag and we're going to put it over my foot, okay? Notice it goes over my heel and my ankle for right now. Now, Lauren, why don't you go ahead and try to put that on and just slide it on through and just push it up as much as you can. And so I'm going to point down my toes. She's scrunching it up. And just get that right to my toes, right at the hole before you start moving. Good, that's good. A little bit back there, that's perfect. Now, from here, just pull this guy up and over, and you're going to see that it just slides right on up my leg, just all the way up, all the way up. Look at that. And see, from here, now what I can do is I can take this guy and pull up the rest of the way. Now, if Lauren tries to pull the plastic bag out right now, where you can see my toes are right there, if she pulls it up right now, hold on one second. If she pulls it up right now, you could rip the bag, and that's going to be hard to get it all the way off. So what I like to do from here is I do like to kind of pull up a little bit first, and then go ahead and try to grab that bag out there. Yeah, just pull it all the way through. There you go. And then you just put this guy back. And look at that. Can you get my toes a little better there? There you go. Great. Excellent. Boom. Look at that. Easy. Plastic bag trick. That's the first thing. Now, when you get it off, they're pretty easy to get off. You just slide them down. If you can, if you don't have any issues with your hips, I like to just kind of cross my leg here and I just bring it down. And then from here, it just comes off. Again, if you've been laying down a little bit for some time, your legs won't be as swollen. They'll be able to come off a little easier. But that's how you get on and off the one with the hole. So pretty easy, right? Yeah, so don't forget your plastic bag. Was a lot easier than the first way, right? Yeah, it's just like cramming in and trying to bunch it up and stuff. So that's how you do that. If it was thigh high, it would be the same thing. Once it's up to here, you just pull over your knee. That's a lot easier. So that's quite easy. But let's go into the one where it doesn't have a hole at the toes. What do you do when that happens? You can't use the bag trick. So what do you do? Well, let's show them. Okay. So now let's go over the one without the holes on the bottom. If you use a plastic bag and you put it over your foot and then you put this stocking over, the bag's going to get stuck in there. So you can't use this one. So we have to use another device. I like using this stocking aid. You can find it's called a stocking donner as well. But this guy is a pretty cool device. And what he does is you put your stocking or a large sock if you have dress socks on this little ring here, okay? And you just bunch this down and you put like the heel right about at the smiley face. I kind of think of it as a smiley face or the half circle. And you're gonna hold it looking at that. So when you're looking at it, you see this U on the bottom. So make sure when you're looking at it on the ground, it has a U. So this guy goes on the floor, and what you do is you put your stocking on this guy, and then you slide your foot in, and you pull this up, and it basically just pushes it up onto your leg, over your ankle, and it should be good. And then you just take this off and move it over there. So let me show you how that works. So for this one, we're going to keep the stocking aid on the floor. So I'm sitting on a chair or I'm sitting on the ottoman at the end of my bed. And we're going to put the stocking on so that the heel is right on this U shape right there. So I find my heel. There it is. And I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to tuck this guy on just like this and slide him down just like this. And we're sliding it down, sliding it down, sliding it down. So you can see that heel is coming right to that spot. That looks pretty good. Okay, so then I put my foot down like that and it creates a little hole. So we take our foot and we're just going to slide our foot right in there. So we're going to put it in like this and going in like this. And now you can see my toes down there. And I just push my heel down and then I just pull on up like this. Let me pull my pants up so you can see. And what you do is you bring it on up like this. See that? And then you just bring it up. Look at that. And there you go. Perfect. Look at that. Not a wrinkle in sight. That's how you do that one. Now getting it off, what you can do is you slide it down. You slide it down as low as you can go. Okay. And then I always like to try to get this part up and over the heels first, because if I try to get this whole bunch up over here, that's almost impossible. So you can bring this down like this. Okay. And you're just bringing it down and you're just kind of wedging it down little by little. So you're going to bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Now, if I couldn't do this, I could use one of my reachers and I could take this little hook here or this spot and just try to tuck it in and push down. I like to use this little spot right here, but I'm not a huge fan of these guys. I mean, it works. It works to get it down, but I'm going to be here for a while. So I'm going to get it started here with just my hands. And I'm just going to bring it down. And I take it off. So now you know some tips and tricks on how to get the stockings on and off a little bit easier. If you've got that hole in the bottom of the stocking, you can always use that plastic bag. If you need something more sturdy, you've always got the stocking aid as well. If you want more tips like this one, and especially on fall prevention, you can get that down in the link in the description below. And if you want more videos just like this one to help you learn how to move better and stay independent to enjoy your life, click the subscribe button down below, and we'll see you in the next video.